Hey y'all, Clutchduck here. Today, I'm back again with Ylands. Again, we're going to do something a little different than what we do in the streams. I'm going to show you how to build in this one. As you can see behind me, there are ships, buildings, and everything that I built along the way. I got my duck ship, my spaceship, we got a greenhouse, the main building, a pen for a horse. All that stuff is stuff I built out of my own brain. It's things you can do on your own without any troubles whatsoever, and I'm going to show you the basics of how to do that today. I'm going to move to a different area that's not this nice cold area, that's nothing around, so we can get a nice clean slate for y'all to work with. Before I start, please hit that like and subscribe. It's going to help me out a lot. So let's get this thing going. Slap your cheeks to the chair, grab a drink, and let's go. Alright, before I jump to the next land, I do want to show you all around here and show you the different things that you can build. But if you just want to skip straight to the building, I'll put a timestamp at the bottom screen so you can skip straight to that. Alright, let's start. Real quick, this is a greenhouse that I built along with my friend Moose Tracks Gaming. It helped me out a lot with that because if he didn't show up, I would have been probably a full week getting all the glass made and collected. And it's just a greenhouse that I slapped together because I just thought it'd be cool, especially in a polar region. You don't want your plants outside. Here's ships. Like I said, I had a bunch of weird ideas when it comes to ships. And this was like one of my first ones I came up with. I wanted a duck ship, obviously. And I basically got a giant floating rubber ducky. What happens is you start with a hull and you build around it. You can do the pre-built blueprints, or you can just come up with what your own mind has to go for. And this ship is something, well, you can obviously guess it's something out of Star Trek that I came up with. There's a lot to it inside. As you can see, I have a glass floor in there. But I just want to make these real quick. I'm not going to go into detail about the ships. Maybe I'll do another video in shipbuilding. If y'all want to see that, just let me know. We'll build a ship for you. Quick, this is the forge. Again, just something I threw together because I thought it'd be cool to have everything in one place. I built the horse pen. And, sorry, I'm just trying to fly up. We're going to skip a lot of stuff. Going here, I made a little jail. These are actually vendors that you can put flags down and you can buy things from. It comes in handy to have those, but you know, they're in jail now. And that's actually a stairwell going all the way up to the top. That's a bedroom. It's nothing special. And really, only thing that's really anything that I really wanted you to see is under here. And no, it's not the dungeon. This, I call it Moose's basement. You get to know Moose, you know, it'll be self-explanatory. Sorry, Moose. But this is where I have a pen built up for my more dangerous animals because he will attack me if I get behind that gate. It used to be one of my mounts that I captured and tamed. But once you let them go, they will stay in the area, but they will not be tamed anymore. So that definitely can be a problem. If you let them loose around you, they will start attacking you. So make sure you have a way to get away if you don't want to put them in a pen. Alright, I'll meet you where we're going to build. Be right back. Alright, y'all, this is where we're going to build a basic setup. And I want to show y'all the two differences between a blueprint and building on your own. First of all, let's bring it up. You go here to where the blueprints are. Ignore all my other ones. But let's do the basic shelter blueprint that most people get when they first start. And basically, you can just slap this down. You put that there. You put this down. You will basically feed this thing the things it needs, which I have plenty on me right now. Grass. So you just right-click on that. And then you go to find your logs. I got way too much in my inventory, so I apologize. And I should have some logs on me. It doesn't look like I have any logs in my inventory, so I guess we're going to go logging. And I'll even equip the stone axe, which you're going to start off with. So it's a little more reasonable then you see me using one of the ones I have unlocked already. Alright, let's see if we have enough to finish this. And as you add things, you will see the finished product actually build itself up. Just remember, when you place the blueprint, if you try to cancel it, everything you did build is still going to be there. It won't give you anything back. So that's the only downside to a blueprint, but really, I don't find anything really a problem with that, because if you plan on using it, you wouldn't have wasted all that stuff in the first place. There we go. Alright, we're 13 short. Let's go get the rest. Alright, last ones. And we have our first building done by blueprint. It's finished. All you do is lay your bed down here and you're good to go for your first starter building with the blueprint. And it's that easy. Now, for the main event, first, let's collect some grass. You just go around, because when you first start, you're not going to have things like a lot of stone and all that I usually use. So you're just going to want to go around and collect grass and things like that once you unlock all the stuff that you need. And doing so will give you supplies to use blocks. Now, I'm going to go down to in here to the text tree, well, crafting area. I apologize. Text tree is over here, which you will unlock different things. That's a whole nother video in itself. Now, go to here, straw blocks, and see just that little bit of stuff I collected. I got 12 I can build of this type, 24 I can build that type, and so on and so forth. So let's start off with a base. We're going to have this come down. We're going to build a basic place, but we'll make it a little fancy, but just basics. Also, the nice part about this is, if you line up there, you could drag and drop. Or, my friend Moose likes to do this. You go here, place one down, and then you see that green pop up, you can just keep hitting on and on and on as it goes. But it looks like I ran out of grass, so I'm going to go around, collect some more grass, and we're going to do some more building, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think that should be enough for now. Let's get back to building. So, I just hit tab, bring this back up, and we can continue. Like I was showing you a moment ago, see the green pop up? You can just hit and click, and it'll just keep going like that as much as you click. And right-click on the spot with something that you still want to place building will actually delete the previous one, and you get your products back. So that is the nice thing about this game. When you destroy something, you get everything you put into it back when it comes to this. That blueprint is the only time you won't get your stuff back, because it'll stay built. So you would have to go through and destroy all that, and so on and so forth. Alright, let's go for something different on the bottom half. Give it a nice little design, a look to it. So you have these single blocks that are 1 by 1, 1 by 2, and you have these triangles and so forth. We'll get into those in just a moment. First, let's just go to these single blocks, because there's nothing on them, and it'll give us a nice separation between the floor and the top. Now, I will end up deleting a couple of these, when I go to put the door in, but I might not have to if I do it a different way, which I might show you that way first, just because it'll be a nice little view compared to what it would be if you just went basics. Alright, let's get back to the wall. You can pick a different size one if you want. Let's go 1x3s. Really, you don't need to. You can keep going to the 1x4s, but the 1x3s, they work pretty well. Okay, now as you see, everything was flipping around. When you hit H, it spins it on a different axis along with G, and then F, it will spin on a different axis. And that helps you get into the position you want to put things. If you accidentally hit V, it will actually try to put your blocks through those. So what you do is just exit, you go back, and V, when you hit it, will actually change it. So normally you put a block on, and let's say you have that here and you have that here, but you don't want to put this in there to fill it in. Some blocks, when they see, it doesn't line up perfectly and you don't have the line you want there. So let's grab the same block again. Alright, you get the block you need, you flip it. Would help if I flip the right direction? Hit V. Now look, you can put it inside there, but you have to like take your time and match everything up and try to get things right where they should be, and take your time just a little bit. And ooh, I'm almost there. It's my mouse is super sensitive, so it does that. Boom, there we go. I had to turn my light on because it's starting to get dark. But yeah, see, you can fill in the gaps with that with just by hitting the V and doing that, and you have a nice matching set of blocks. Don't have to do it like I just did, but when the occasion comes up, you might want to do that. Alright, I'll be right back when we have some more daylight. So now let's finish making the second part of this wall. And, ooh, as you can see, I messed up and I put it the wrong direction. If you don't care about the looks, it doesn't matter, but it bothers me enough to where I would have to fix that. Okay, now here's where you want to take in place where you want your door to come in place, and windows. So I'm going to go ahead and place all these down first. Let's do the fast way and drag and drop. It's my preferred way. Again, you can do the whole click method by doing it like that. It's just I prefer doing it the drag and drop. I feel like it saves me time. Alright, let's knock out an area for a door. Alright, got us a basic door idea. We're going to need some rope. We don't need a big primitive door, but heck, why not? I'm going to do it just because I want to. To make rope is the same as the door. You just go to your crafting, type in rope, instead of having to search for it. You have grass, so that's going to save you some trouble. Just make as much grass as you need. Most of mine went to the ground because my inventory was extremely full, so, you know, there's that. Now, go back to doors, and you know what? I said big primitive door, so we're going to go to big door. See, it does not fit, so what you do is just delete another block, place that in. Now you have your door, and you're ready to go. But you have that area. Now, you could choose to do the V, like I was showing you before, which you just take here, you click on that, you flip it to position you want, and hit V. And you just line it up to meet, and then you're good to go. Or you can take and just fill it in with a different kind of block. Like here, 2x2. And that'll fit in perfectly. And then they might not match up exactly, but they fill in the spot. So it's all about aesthetics and how you care about if it looks right or not. Me, for this episode, we're not worried about aesthetics. Now stairs. Like I said, you can do this. Basically, just make your own stairs. And look, you got steps to go up and down. And it goes in the door. No problem. Or, let me delete those. And you can do a ramp. We'll go by the 2x2 blocks. Flip them around, and you just have a ramp that goes in. You can bring it out farther by adding more blocks behind it and have it ramp out this far, or you just go in and walk right up. We're going to leave the ramp in there for now. That's why I said earlier, we didn't really have to take out the blocks down here to put the door. We could just leave it up there. All right, now what I'm going to show you is you might want to do some jumping. You have a choice of jumping up here and building the rest of your wall along this line, and just as you go, jump up and jump up. Depends how high you want to and tall you want to make your building. Or you could do something like this, which this comes in handy to help you when you're building. You just grab a basic block. One of these 3x3s will be fine, right? You take that and you just make you a little stairway to get up higher, and then you build and get higher, and then when you're done, you just delete them and they're out of your way. It's actually one of the easier ways, and it'll save you a lot of trouble and frustration if you just think about doing that ahead of time, so you don't have to like, oh, I can't get up any higher, what I'm going to do. So let's get this thing going. We're going to finish the rest of these walls, and then we'll move on to roofs. Alright, we have our basic building. Obviously, like I said before, the aesthetics, if you're not worried about that and you just want your building built, there you go. Nothing to worry about, like I said. Also, if you want to go back and change it and straighten things up, you could also rotate them and make them fit the way you want. A nice little trick about these blocks also is that if you rotate them, some blocks like the stone have two different color sides. One's a lighter, one's a darker. So make sure that if you're worried about how it looks, you place those in the right place. Alright, let me get some more stairs back up to the top. And that should be enough to get me up there. Now, I'm going to show you a basic way to make a roof with the blocks you have unlocked. Which we're going to go with these triangle straw blocks and so off, because they're going to be one of the first you start to unlock. We're going to go with the 2x2s. I'm going to drag that all the way over here. Go to here. Now, alright, you put this one down, and you have your corner piece. Then go back here, and you'll just finish the process as you go on, and just repeat and rinse. That's it. Alright, last but not least, and boom. We have all that set up. Now, all we do is take the 4x4s. It might not actually fit the way you want every time. Depends how long, and you got to keep that in mind. If you made this a one block over longer, you're not going to be able to fill this all in with just these 4x4s. So you'll have to find another block to fill in the area. Again, it's all about if you care about aesthetics or not. Like I said, fill in a block. And boom, you have your first basic house. Nothing special, good place to live, and it'll keep your character dry. And you can store your items and things like that in. Now, I'm going to build something real quick. Resources I have on me, which is a lot of stone. I have more stone than you could really imagine. And these are all the different elements you can choose from that you can unlock as you play the game. Bamboo is a nice one. I do like it. But we're going to go stone because, obviously, I have a lot of stone on me. So, let's go. All right, y'all. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the little montage I did. I slapped this thing together. I didn't have any plans. I just made what popped in my head at that very moment. Like I said, you could just do whatever pops in your head, what you feel like doing. Yeah, it didn't turn out exactly the coolest looking thing on the planet. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's just something I wanted to show y'all that you have the ability to slap together and do yourself. Oh, looks like I missed a spot to paint. And if you're wondering, this flying thing is something you lock farther into the game. It's not the easiest thing to get, and it's one of the more grindy things you got to do to get to fly around. But it definitely comes in handy once you get it. Alright, y'all, that's where I'm going to end the episode for today. I hope you all enjoyed this. I just wanted to show you the basics of building and show you that you can pretty much do whatever pops in your head with imagination. You can make about anything happen in this game. I hope you all had fun. Please like and subscribe so you can see more. I hope you have a great day. Cluster Duck out.